Hi guys, I'm going to walk you through using Google Earth Pro today. So if you're looking at the laptops, when you get into the lab, you're going to use this icon right here. It's called Google Earth Pro, and we're going to open that up. It takes a little while to load, so just be patient. Alright, here we go. So if you look over to your left, you have a search bar. So today we're going to search for Hershey, Pennsylvania. And you're going to click search. So you'll see it zooms you in, so it takes you from the globe view to actually Hershey, Pennsylvania. A few things that you'll need to make sure that are checked is when we get down a little closer to Hershey, Pennsylvania, you'll want to make sure that this 3D buildings button has been checked. So when you drop yourself down, you can actually walk around and see the buildings in 3D. Once you've done that, we're going to be using these controls over here as well as just using your mouse. So the first thing you can do is just double click in and make sure that your mouse is near Hershey so that when you're double clicking, that's taking you zooming in a little bit further. As you're looking, you can see these little images pop up. So these are actually images you can click on and see a little bit more about that area. If you see over here, you can see Hershey Park. We're going to actually go in and look at that a little bit closer, so I'm going to double click again. If you're not comfortable with the double clicking to zoom in, you can always use this zoom in bar over here. So now we want to drop ourselves into the park. So over here, if you see this little person, you can drag him, and I'm going to set him inside the park. I want to be over here. So I'm going to set myself right there. Notice that since we clicked that 3D buildings, we can actually go through and you can walk through the park now. So if I'm walking forward, I would just click forward. You can also use your arrows. Well, right here we can't use our arrow. So use your mouse and double click in. Some streets will have a yellow line painted down the middle, and those are the ones that you can follow with your mouse, but this one does not have that. So you can zoom around. If you ever want to exit this view and go somewhere else, you can do that by clicking up here, Exit Street View. And you can take yourself to another part of the park a little bit easier by just clicking around and dropping yourself somewhere new. So wherever you're standing, you can look around, you can go forward. In this view, you also see people. When you're ready to go out and explore a little bit more around Hershey, you can just use this minus button, and it will take you back out. If you'll notice that when you're actually in this mode, it's only going to zoom out but so far. So you might have to go back and exit the street view. And that's going to allow you to zoom out a little bit more. If you ever get lost, then you can just zoom yourself out and kind of recenter. You can also press the R button, which is what I just did on my keyboard. So the R will bring you back to where you first started looking at Hershey, Pennsylvania in the search that we did over here on the left. So that R will always bring you back to that point. Alright, at this point, you're just going to have fun with it. You're going to explore. Remember that if you get lost on some certain street, then just press the R, or you can zoom yourself back out. Another thing to remember is once you place yourself in, to change your view or to go somewhere new, you might need to exit the street view. So those are a couple of things to keep in mind.